another episode of the Shifty Key Podcast. I'm Luís, aka Spartan Sloth, and today we have...
TJ1023.
Pure Angel 14.
Leo B right here.
How are you gents doing today?
I am doing good. I slept in real late, but I'm doing good.
I'm excited. This is my first time on a podcast.
This is your first time?
Yep.
How does that make you feel?
I mean...
I got nervous,
Considering your podcast virginity gone.
Yeah, right?
We're going to pop your podcast cherry.
Wow.
Alright, awesome.
Great start.
Lovely start. My day's actually been going pretty slow. I've been playing Grand Theft Auto 5 all day, and I guess I can start with a bit of a rant. Grand Theft Auto 5 has really been pissing me off lately.
Why is that?
The first car I ever got, like when I first started GTA Online, that I fell in love with was it's like a Camaro, the in-game version of a Camaro.
Oh, right.
And I've had it since the beginning of the game. And one day I drove it out of my garage, it got blown up, and I'm like, oh, I'll just call Moore's Mutual. It's kind of weird that they didn't tell me I could make a claim. So I go to call them, and it's not there. Turns out, for no apparent reason, my insurance got taken off my car. So couldn't pick it up.
Oh, shit. And let me guess, you had it pimped out.
Yep.
Fuck.
It had like that nice pearlescent like color under it. Like you have the one color, and then like when the light shines on it in a certain way, it changes color. It was sweet. And now it's gone. And on top of that, I've been driving around Los Santos with some friends for the past couple of days, looking for like other cars to steal because I refuse to buy one. I'm not going to sink so low as to do it the legal way.
Well, it is GTA after all.
Wait, you can steal a car in GTA, I'm saying, and then claim it as your own?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's how a lot of people actually get their cars.
Just drive it into your garage and it's as good as yours.
That sounds a lot like Saints Row the Third.
Well, yeah. It is, you know. Except if you steal it, one of the annoying things about GTA Online is every once in a while, like the guy that you steal it from will send you a text message as you're driving down the road, and you'll have a bounty set on you. So then every other player in the game will be trying to kill you.
Wait, but the NPC does that?
Yep. And when that first happened to me the first like 6 times, I'm like, okay, I'll just shoot him. Take the guy out of the car, shoot him in the head, drive off, still get a text message like, what the fuck?
He brings it to you from the dead.
Well,
Or like,
yeah.
rip an old
That
grandma
guy
out of the
really
car.
likes his car.
Rip like an old grandma out of her car, she like ridiculously expensive sports car, mind you, and start driving down the road. Then get a message on my phone that says, "You're dead, motherfucker. I'll see you on a slab." It's like, Granny, calm down.
Well, little did you know that her batch of cookies was in that trunk.
I think that'd actually be a plus if he stole the car and the batch of cookies was in the trunk. Especially if they're GTA cookies.
Weed cookies.
Damn it!
I was gonna say cocaine cookies.
It's
Just
both.
general drugs cookies.
Nah, screw that. It's meth. That blue
Meth
Heidelberg
cookies. She works for Trevor.
meth.
Just as a heads up, I don't know if you're still looking for a car and if you're willing to try stealing from an NPC, but I think on Franklin's old neighborhood, there are a lot of those Camaros and other muscle cars.
Oh yeah. The problem isn't really finding one; it's waiting for them to spawn, because
Yeah.
like it cycles out different sets of vehicles. For some reason, like can't find a single Bravado Gauntlet.
You know, that kind of surprises me, considering, it's in, GTA has some of their bad neighborhoods, like really just impoverished neighborhoods, and the cars switch out about every 30 minutes.
Because Franklin keeps stealing them.
Good point.
I have to admit, I never played Grand Theft Auto 5, but I have been playing a lot of Saints Row the Third, like I mentioned earlier. It's
How's
probably
that
the
going?
closest I'm gonna get to GTA 5.
Well, you can't play it?
No, I just can't afford it.
Oh, wow.
You want a hug, buddy?
No thanks. I know I'm missing a lot of stuff, but I'll play it eventually.
Okay.
So, what's new with you, Luis? Since you asked us.
I'm the one asking questions here, boy. No, I'm just kidding. Not much, to be honest. I'm working on my finals, actually. So, there's been a lot of reports to write and papers to write and things to present, but it's going pretty good. I watched the World Cup game today, Brazil versus Chile. And
I'm getting so tired of
Jesus.
hearing about the World Cup.
Feel the hype.
Okay.
Same here.
I'm not going to dwell on that, but just mentioning what happened. I had some of my friends over, and we cooked and stuff. It was pretty fun.
What type of cooking? Nudge, nudge, wink, wink.
Not drug cooking, I can assure you that.
Aw.
It was just
Are you
average
implying that
food
every cooking in Brazil is drug cooking?
No, I am not implying that. It's just that
No,
we
I
were
was
talking
talking-
about meth cookies like 2 minutes ago.
Meth cookies.
I don't want to be associated to a meth selling granny. Okay.
This podcast just turned just great in literally 5 minutes in, and this podcast just made it the best podcast ever.
Well, speaking of
Thank
mixing
you.
chemicals together,
Oh
yesterday,
God!
yesterday, me, my brother, and a couple friends, we went over to a friend's house, and we had a gallon of water and some Drano. And I don't know if you knew this, but when you take Drano, pour it into let's say a glass bottle, you stick in some aluminum chunks, and then you pour in water, it causes a reaction that produces hydrogen and it
blows
gets really
up.
hot. No, it doesn't blow up.
No.
But it could if you trapped it in, which is what we did. Yeah, we kind of made hydrogen bombs. Not like nuclear hydrogen bombs. Like literally
Wow.
Okay.
I guess if
tell.
it were that easy.
just hydrogen in a plastic bottle and it just popped. But it sounded really cool.
There probably would have been
Okay.
probably would have been a mushroom cloud in the news by now.
Yeah. The kids from Florida
Dumbass
built an
kids from
entire
Florida
arsenal
nuked
of nuclear weapons.
Idiot
hey.
makes a bomb out of Drano and water.
Okay, just saying this now. All you youngins, turn up the volume. You want to hear this one. Okay, so if you had the choice, would you get every single power of the not the Elite Four, the Fantastic Four, but you can only have it in genitals? Would you do it?
Wait, I
Wait,
can only have it
what?
in the genitals?
Yes.
Wait, what?
You can have every single power of the Fantastic Four, but only in your genitals.
So basically, my balls are rock hard, stretchy, on fire, and invisible all at the same time.
No, you control it.
And elastic too.
Well, okay,
He already said
let's
that.
see.
Oh, I didn't hear. Sorry.
Mr. Fantastic's power could be useful. Maybe Susan Storm's power, but I don't see how the Human Torch
You can
and the
meet some
Thing's
really kinky
powers-
bitches out there.
The thing could be useful because you can just have your balls set to rock mode. That way nobody can ever kick you in the balls or anything.
You know
I'd rather
what's
have
funny?
balls of steel.
Well, I was thinking on another thing, but anyway.
Well, speaking of balls of
You're
steel,
right.
that was actually my
Balls of
nickname in
steel.
middle school. Balls of Steel. I shit you not. In middle school, I was called Balls of Steel.
You
Nah.
got kicked in your nuts and
Calm
then they
down,
had
they
to
do.
replace it for steel balls?
No, they would walk away with their foot hurting.
I knew a guy that got kicked in the balls a lot in high school.
Was he you?
No.
Okay. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Wink.
Dude, once I was playing some variation of dodgeball in elementary school, and someone threw a ball at my ball so fucking hard that it was like
So,
I could not be stood up. Like he threw it at my balls, I fall down to the ground, and then I just start screaming in pain. And my teacher thought I was like lying or whatever, just pretending. And I was like, no, I'm actually in pain. She realizes what happened, and she was like, oh, well.
so you're saying someone played croquet with your balls?
Well, that sounds dirty. So I'm gonna say no.
By playing croquet with your balls, I mean someone hit your balls with another ball.
Oh.
What happened
Well,
next?
yeah,
You go
that's
to
kind of
the
what happened.
Sorry.
I may have actually
good.
done something like that to someone before. On accident.
Oh god.
There's
TJ.
a special place in hell for you.
On accident.
Yeah, the throne.
And it was in like elementary school, so he probably didn't have much there to feel anyway. But
Wait, I was hitting the balls in elementary school and it hurt like hell. Did you study with me, TJ?
I no, maybe no. Anyway, we were playing. I don't know what we. Oh yeah, we were doing like It was like PE. We were doing some sort of T-ball, like because we were stupid. We didn't know how to play real baseball, so we had like those sticks that come up out of the ground, and you kind of just swing the bat. So I don't remember exactly what happened. Whether I hit the ball and it hit the kid in the balls, or whether I swung the bat, missed, and hit him in the balls with the bat. But either way, it hurt him.
So either way, you do deserve the throne in hell.
I mean,
it was an accident.
It was an accident.
Sure, accident.
Who would
It
do
was
that
a
on
GTA
purpose?
Accident.
oh, I'm glad. There's a lot of people who will do that on purpose.
Well, I know that though, but
This entire conversation is reminding me of the Belvedereing conversation.
We had with Gav, yes. Was it on a podcast?
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
No.
since we're talking about that, have you guys ever belvedered yourselves?
I'm sorry,
no. What is that?
It's when it's when you sit in the wrong way so that you end up sitting on your balls.
Oh yes, that is.
Oh god.
That's why I got the nickname of Balls of Steel. It just got numb after a while.
Why would anyone do that?
But it's not on purpose, of course.
It's not on purpose.
I mean,
I feel
unless
like
someone
doing
is
it
into
today.
sadomasochism.
I mean, if you're that kinky, go ahead. Feel free. Have fun with it, but that's not us.
So apparently Tyler's the only one that's done it, right?
That has?
Yeah, he's the only one that said he's done it.
That has happened.
Wait, Tyler? Did you just call me Tyler?
I told you guys that.
No, Tyler, TDB
TDBTyler.
Oh wait, you said. Oh.
Oh yeah, I said
I don't remember, that
I've
was a long
done it
time
too.
ago.
I'm getting confused
Back
as
in
hell
my
now.
day, I didn't pay attention to anything on the podcast.
I actually was kind of expecting that.
So.
Okay, you know how when you're unwrapping those little muffin things, you know what I'm talking about, the biscuits in the can, and you think no matter how prepared you are, it still scares the hell out of you.
No.
Diarrhea?
No, the little biscuit cans when you unwrap them, you hear the large pop.
Are you afraid
No
the
matter how-
Pillsbury Doughboy is gonna pop out and like molest you or something?
No, it's just the sound makes you jump. The large popping noise sounding like a gun going off in your ear is the
Nah.
scary thing.
I just set off bombs yesterday. Cans of muffins don't scare me.
Yeah, now TJ is a hard ass. He doesn't
So,
give a shit about muffins.
Who's getting the Xbox One just specifically for the Master Chief Collection?
Oh well, I already have an Xbox One.
I'm not.
Well,
I'm planning on
if I
getting an
want
Xbox
it.
One. I'm planning on getting one, but somewhere in the near future, though.
I'm waiting
mine-
on getting one.
If I get an Xbox One, because I'm still torn between the Xbox One and the PS4, I might get
Xbox
it
One.
later on.
Xbox One. Simple as that.
Just do it. Don't think about it. Just do it, Luis.
Kind of weird. I kind of want to get a PS3.
Shush.
You know what? I'm gonna just buy a PlayStation 1 and be done with it.
Screw the
What's wrong
console
with
wars.
this
Go
country?
backwards.
It's like
A
Star
blast
Trek.
from the past.
The quantum console wars.
It kind of reminds me of Star Wars if you think about it. What I just said. Considering it starts from the future and goes into the past.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Why did they do that? That's what I wondered.
Because George Lucas likes money.
George Lucas wasn't on the
No,
project
come
during that time.
on. The prequels were good, and
They
you
were.
know,
They were awesome.
they had a good reason to do that. I've heard a few arguments explaining that. One of them was that they lacked the technology to do what they wanted to do for the first episodes. But I don't know how legit is that. Like, how
Actually,
George
that makes
Lucas
sense.
approved that is.
Wasn't it made back in the 1980s?
1977.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. That actually makes sense then. I'm gonna go. Wow, that actually makes a lot of sense if you think about it.
Well, if you think about it the other way, they could have done the same things back then, just with it would have looked like the original trilogy anyway. So I don't know.
Who knows?
I don't know. I mean, maybe the space battles and stuff, but
I don't really dwell on it.
A lot of the effects, all of that. I mean, really, all they did with the first ones is when you get shot with something when you get shot with a laser, it just puts a hole in your armor or puts a small hole in your... Well, it just looks like a small hole in your clothing. But later on, when they went through the movies, they had to do more for them. Like, they had to actually have add effects, like when Count Dooku got killed.
Oh,
they
great
had
scene.
to animate his head being cut off, and literally the singed, neck left line.
Something that's always bothered me about that fight scene is how Obi-Wan gets taken out of commission. Like, he's fighting the guy, and then all of a sudden, Count Dooku, picks him up and throws him, and then he just drops, a giant metal platform on him, and I'm like, how does that not crush his legs?
He's a Jedi.
My legs, Anakin! I can't feel my legs!
and it didn't hit his legs, CJ.
No, it hit
I
his
think
legs. It hit his legs.
Nope.
Count Dooku was trying to trap him.
I think it was his hips or a little above that.
It's still gonna hurt. It's a metal platform.
I mean, yes.
Either
it
way,
should have
he's not
broken
gonna
some
squash.
bones.
I
The
doubt it weighed a
metachlorine in his
ton.
blood protects him probably.
Yeah.
Well,
Hey,
yeah, I mean, I don't discard the possibility
it's a
that
force field.
maybe the
Maybe he
force
just
had
had a
something to
boner.
do with that.
Maybe he just had a boner and it saved him.
Oh god, that would be painful.
His secondary lightsaber.
His daughter saved him. His daughter's sperm cell. His non-existent daughter.
Yeah.
Let's just go stand in the corner and think about what we've been saying and just be ashamed.
Just so if you
Yeah.
guys don't understand the daughter reference, it's because they were planning a few months ago
They still may be. planning.
oh, fuck that. To say that Obi-Wan had a daughter or a granddaughter of some sort to appear in episode 7. Which we've already raged about on 3 different episodes of our podcast.
You know what? Now that I think about it, the thing that always kills a good series is when they get a director that's like, okay, I'm going to use my artistic vision to change the series. And all the fans are just screaming, no, give us what we want. And he's like, no, I want to make it like this and make it weird and new and lens flare.
Actually, what you're saying reminds me of a video done by Teddy Films. The Star Wars I Used to Know. Have any of y'all seen that?
I've watched that.
Yeah, I haven't seen it, but sounds
Yeah,
like,
me neither.
I think I can
It kind
guess.
of bothers me a little because in that video it's also I think they criticize the prequels and
Well, actually, never mind. They also did have one of the I think they had the actor for Anakin in that as well.
I don't think so. I think it was someone who looked a lot like him.
Who knows? But anyways, I'll be right back. I gotta do something.
Well then.
Okay. Just rage quit the podcast. Jerk.
Anyway, so the thing that kind of bugs me a little is when people keep saying that George Lucas sucks and he shouldn't be doing anything with Star Wars, but he created fucking Star Wars. It's weird. I mean, I've heard people saying that he's not a good director, so it's they criticize that part of his creation, which I'm not sure if I agree, but it's understandable,
Yeah.
But I've heard people saying oh, he ruined Star Wars. No, he didn't. He's telling the story like he wants to. It's his story,
Yeah, that I can agree with because, for one thing, he's George Lucas. If he wants to make it, he can make it. But it's when the new directors try and add stuff, they try to change the past is when it gets annoying. They're like, oh,
Yeah.
Obi-Wan had a daughter. Everybody in the fandom is like, that doesn't make any sense. And
Oh,
the
let's
director
remake
just-
Star Trek.
The director
Time
just
traveling
fuck you.
Spock.
Hey,
Oh my
don't talk
God.
shit about Star Trek.
I'm just saying that J.J. Abrams directed that. Had a lot of lens flare and some time traveling, so
That was actually, I like the new Star Trek reboots. They were good.
It's kind of funny. I've actually never in my entire life watched any Star Trek. Not even a
You're-
single one.
you are missing out.
You should, man. I mean, at least the
Leo, you're echoing.
Yeah.
Oh, I am?
Yeah, careful not to press the button when you're not talking.
Oh, sorry.
at least the ones with Kirk and Spock, I like those a lot. And just a quick something, TJ. I did watch the reboots, at least one of them, and I like them, to be honest. But I don't know, man. I'm still a bit nervous with J.J. Abrams directing it. And I have good news. He apparently is not going to direct episode 8 and 9.
Wow.
Okay.
He did that
That
better
sounds
job on
pretty
7
good.
already.
I don't know. That's what
I
I
hope-
heard.
He did
I
that
hope
in
they
the
aren't going
feature
to-
polls.
I hope they aren't going to do like the kind of thing where they change director every movie, because that's what happened with the Harry Potter movies, and by proxy, like the movies kind of changed from movie to movie. Like the first 2 movies, I think, were directed by the same director.
Well,
Chris
actually, I think they
Columbus.
turned
And
out
then-
pretty well, anyways.
Yeah, they turned out pretty well, like cinematically wise, but like they didn't like the style of the movie, and from the last one compared to the first one changed completely.
Oh yeah, it's because like the first 2, it's all that wonder and like things are very bright and pretty, and on the third one, it seems like the the budget goes down.
just
and
went
things
to
are dark
hell.
and grim.
Yeah, things got dark, but they
Yeah.
also got a little more wonky. Like-
yeah,
Like Willy Wonka?
the night bus.
Yeah,
It's like those heads were not there on the book. I didn't like that part. Like the heads specifically. But I think, it's not necessarily bad that they changed the directors on Harry Potter.
Well, actually, if you think about it, if you really want to compare Harry Potter to something, I would have to compare it to Percy Jackson and the Lightning Thief, and then the second one they did. Because if you think about it, they went from normal, grim, normal, grim, normal, grim, in just one movie.
I've never seen Percy Jackson.
Shame.
I've watched only the only one.
yeah, I saw the first one. Never saw the second one.
I didn't see the second one either. We had it rented, but my mom decided not to tell me, and I was not happy with her afterwards. Considering she sent it back off before I get to watch it.
You know what? Just hit me that if J.J. Abrams decides to put time traveling on the newest Star Wars, maybe it's going to be like an official movie kind of Rule 34, so that they send someone in the past to sleep with Obi-Wan so they can create a Jedi to save the galaxy. And then they show the details. Ta-da!
Shut up, Luis.
Rule 34, official
Be
movie.
quiet. Go sit in your corner.
But actually, J.J. Abrams wouldn't do that because, like, time travel in the Star Trek universe, totally okay. They do that, like, every 5 minutes in Star Trek. Star Wars, they've never touched time travel once.
Fuck it, I'm writing a fanfiction about time traveling.
Time travel in 2024.
Sending someone back in time to bone. For Obi-Wan to bone.
To bone Obi-Wan.
Obi-Wan bones himself. Isn't that some type of form of masturbation?
Not himself.
That's... So, would you guys bang a clone or yourself from the future?
No.
No, I
No.
wouldn't.
Knowing myself, I probably wouldn't. Considering I already
Well,
look
then
ugly
it's
as
not a
hell
form
now,
of
I don't want to see
masturbation.
what happens in the future.
Your argument isn't valid then. It isn't a form of masturbation.
Would you bone yourself on the moon?
It's not game, it's on the moon.
Luis, stop taking
You got the
the weird
reference.
places.
There are no laws that say that I can't bone an alien on a moon. I mean a clone. I mean myself from the future.
I was about to say, that's some Mass Effect stuff right there.
Now, would you bone yourself? Look at this. Where are we going with this podcast?
I don't know. I
would
don't
you-
know what this has turned into, but I'm liking it.
Oh, that's creepy.
Would you bone the
Not like
female
that.
version of yourself?
Actually, that's a question to our viewers.
Yeah, that can be our...
Would
There we go. Question for the audience. Would you
Um,
bone your opposite
them
sex
involved in this
version of
weird
yourself?
shit.
Well, on an unrelated note, I just want to say, Luis, that I'm listening to some, like, weird dance techno music for some reason. And I'm looking at your GIF on the RT site about your Operation Sloth Abroad. It's Conan O'Brien headbanging, and the music is perfectly synced to his headbanging.
Well, that's interesting.
Yes. All my plans have led up to this moment.
Luis, back to the J.J. Abrams thing. You're hoping that he does a good job, right?
Oh, I sure hope so.
Of
I mean,
course.
I may not like the guy that much, but I hope he does a good work. Because I love Star Wars. I don't want to see it fucked up.
Yeah, me too. A couple months ago, I found a meme saying if J.J. Abrams messes this up, we're calling him J.J. or Jar Jar Abrams from now on. It got some negative.
I can actually see him.
Feedback.
I can actually see him embracing that and working with it and making himself sound like Jar Jar.
Yeah,
Means
all
I'm
the
gonna do
background
this.
interviews, the DVD commentary, it's just going to be J.J. Abrams trying to make Jar Jar's voice. Misdirected the movie.
That's actually pretty good.
As you said that, I was actually thinking of that, and this is my reaction.
Just so the audience knows, it's a Mother of God GIF made by Gear Angel. It's himself. That's going to link shitter, by the way.
I can't really see it right now, but I'll check it out later.
Okay, sorry about that. For some reason, my thing crashed.
Okay.
Speaking of time traveling, we had 2 Gear Angels on this podcast. That's weird.
One from the past, one from the very, very close future, who is still here, and it's now the present. Mind fuck.
So,
Dun,
what would
dun,
you do
dun.
if you could travel 6 seconds back into the past?
I would tell myself my thing's about to crash.
You know what?
And the
This
device
may
takes
seem
6 seconds to
useless.
charge up.
I mean, do you mean like go back in time as if the things you did never happened?
Yep. So you have
And
the
you-
ability to basically, whenever you wanted, just go back in time 6 seconds.
And you would remember what you've done in the 6 seconds
Yes.
that didn't exist. Man, that would actually be useful for some stuff.
Actually, if you think about it, that would kind of start messing with your mind eventually. Like, if you fuck something up and you fucked it up even worse, you're like, why did I go back in time?
Well, not necessarily. I mean, if you know what you've done, like you remember the experiences, you will know what not to do or what to do.
So what kind of thing do you think you could use that for?
For example, let's say you're really mad at someone, and you want to
fucked them in the
tell them
ass.
to go to
What
hell
the-
and
Okay.
rot there. You can do that, and
Never mind.
come on, Gear. And you can tell them to go to hell and then go back in time, and you'll feel okay, and the person won't ever remember that. For example, you can try asking someone out, and if you get rejected on one approach, you could try again.
Imagine if
Sure.
you messed that up, and you would went slightly over 6 seconds, so you just went back in time in the middle of you saying something, and basically you just came back with a retarded look on your face. It's like, were you about to say something?
Maybe.
I don't know, but there's myself standing next to myself right now, so I don't know what the fuck's going on.
Okay.
No, I meant, like, if you travel back 7 seconds and you're standing next to yourself as you're doing that, that would be awkward.
Okay, let's say you travel back in time into your own body, of course.
Okay, there we go. That makes more sense.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
does.
There's no point in traveling back in time, because you would be occupying the same space most likely.
There can only be one.
God
Just
damn it.
annihilate each other.
Dude, speaking of time traveling, I finished playing Bioshock Burial at Sea. Man,
Oh, nice.
10 out of 10 would play again. Really great DLC.
I still need to play the original Bioshock Infinite, just the first one.
You know what? There's one game I've been addicted to lately on Xbox.
Dark Souls.
Well, 2, actually. Yes, Dark Souls is one of them.
Gold Butt Sex.
What?
That's not a game.
Best indie game ever.
Luis, you need to make that game.
Yes.
The concept art is just a goat having butt sex.
Best
It was Dark
concept
Souls
art
and
ever.
what?
Oh yeah, it was Assassin's Creed 3. I've been playing that recently.
Oh, nice.
The one thing I don't like about Assassin's Creed 3, only thing, is not Connor. It would actually
His
be... If you let me finish my sentence, you'll understand.
Sorry.
His outfit's great. Come on.
I'm gonna kill
His
you.
mom.
I'm gonna kill you both.
Really?
Yes. Anyway,
I mean his outfit.
it's the lock picking. You're not really lock picking. You're just breaking a lock. That's all you're doing.
Oh yeah, that's
Well, that's kind of picking a lock.
No, that's just breaking a lock. Picking a lock now,
Is it
even
though?
in Skyrim, you're just literally you're setting the tumblers to unlock the door or unlock the lock, not breaking it.
Well, Assassin's Creed isn't exactly one of those like hyper realistic. You have to make every movement yourself games.
Good point.
Like it's not like Grand Theft Auto where it's like, oh, you get to take a shower. Congratulations, this is a game. You're actually taking a shower in the game. How do you feel about yourself?
The funny thing is, you're taking
I'm
a shower
feeling
when you're
clean,
taking a
man.
shower.
Thank you for asking.
You've been clean since last week. I know you got out of rehab, and we're glad that you're clean.
And took a
As far
shower.
as we
Let's
know.
not forget that.
Yeah, that's also revolutionary for
cookies.
him.
Sorry, cocaine cookies. Meth cookies? What did we agree on again?
We didn't. We just call them
drugs
weed,
cookies.
meth, and cocaine cookies.
Drug cookies.
Yeah, that sounds better.
They're actually just Flintstone vitamins cookies.
Yeah, they're special Flintstones. They're made specially for adults, if you know what I mean. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink.
Oh.
Yeah.
So, RTX. What do you guys think?
I'm going.
Oh man.
I'm gonna try to watch the live streams.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch them.
Wait. Am I the only one in this podcast who's going to RTX this year?
I guess.
I feel sad now.
Don't be.
Well, I mean, I'll feel better if I get my Let's Play Guardians hat back before I go out of town. Sorry, I've been meaning because I wanted to wear that for when I'm out of town. Did not mean to promote myself, by the way.
Shameless self-plug. Anyway, so have you guys heard
Sounds
about
dirty.
some of the things that, like, people that are going? Like, did you hear that 343 and Bungie are going to RTX?
I did not know Bungie was going, but I knew 343 was going.
Yeah, Bungie's going to RTX.
Oh
Wow.
man, that sounds awesome.
I wonder if that would be kind of like, will they be on separate ends of the convention center? Like,
I don't know. I mean,
the Bungie people would just look over at the 343 people and they're like, hey, I knew you from 4 years ago.
oh, you know what?
Seems
That
like
actually that reminds me of a story. There was a friend of mine. His mom ordered pizza from 2 different places, Domino's and Pizza Hut. So she had coupons for both, and she wanted 2 pizzas. And so the Pizza Hut guy was sitting there looking at the Domino's guy and started singing, "Why can't we be friends?" And the Domino's guy was sitting there glaring at him.
You should have recorded that.
I wasn't there. I just heard the story.
That's how you tell if someone has a sense of humor or not.
Exactly. I mean, if I got the job and I saw that happen, I would do it. I would do it in a heartbeat.
Imagine just like a turf war between Domino's and Pizza Hut. It's like, hey,
Oh,
my
It's
customer,
everywhere.
get out.
Oh, that also reminds me of something else. I saw a picture the other day. It had UPS, FedEx, and USPS on the same street, and the guy titled it, "There was a turf war outside my house today."
I think I've seen that before.
Short shorts all over the street.
Oh God, that's horrible.
Bloody khakis everywhere.
Oh, your packages are belong to us.
Hey, I got a question. If you guys were rich and you had the money, would you order 3 things from those 3 different and have them shipped to those 3 different companies just to see what would happen when they brought it to your house?
I guess, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
I
I think it would
guess
be
if I'm rich, I
interesting.
have nothing better to do than, mess
Screw
with
with people's
honest
spend
middle
other
class
people's lives.
men.
Why not pay them to fight?
That can only be
Then you're rubbing
one.
your cash in their face.
Yeah, that's true.
And then when you open the package, it's a giant golden middle finger saying, "Fuck you, get off my lawn. Release the hounds." Sorry, I had to make a Simpsons joke. I've been watching it all day.
Can I release a Kraken?
No.
Can I release a Kraken hound?
Calm down, Jack Sparrow.
Damn it, you beat me to it.
Pretty sure it was Davy Jones.
Yeah,
Same
he owns the
difference.
Kraken.
They're all pirates. It's a pirate's life for me. Yo ho, yo
We
ho.
all should sing that in sync now, just for the hell of it.
No, let's not.
Oh, come on, it would be interesting.
Do what you
when it
want,
would
because a
sound
pirate
like.
is free. You're a pirate.
Shame on you, Luis. Go sit in the corner and think about what you just did.
Speaking of pirates, I'm reading the Assassin's Creed Black Flag novel. It's pretty good.
There's a novel?
Okay, for a minute there, I was getting worried when you said "speaking of pirates," if you know what I mean.
Yeah, Rule 34. But yeah, I'm reading the novels. Like, I have one for each game, and I've read the one about Altair
Does it
and
sorry.
okay, the one that it's based on Assassin's Creed 3, but has nearly nothing to do with Connor. It's Hatham's journals, and I'm reading Black Flag, and it's really really awesome because they give a lot of background about the characters. And I felt like when I was playing Black Flag, it was really fun, despite the whole thing that you needed to have internet connectivity in order to unlock some stuff, which made me so fucking mad.
Really?
But I enjoyed like the story and all of that.
Do
And
the
yes.
sorry, I was just trying to say, do the books like do they run in tandem with the games, or do they just kind of like add to it?
I honestly
Will
don't
be
know.
running in tandem.
Like do they basically tell the story of the game and then
Oh,
like with some extra detail? Kind
so
of like
here's
the Halo the Flood novel.
here's the thing. They do a little bit of both. For example, like the Secret Crusade, which is the one about Altair, and the Black Flag. They give some background about Altair, like they tell how, well, kind of like a spoiler alert, but it's just one chapter, how Altair lost his father because his father never shows up on the game. So, that's not really a spoiler. And some stuff about his childhood, why Abbas was it Abbas or Malik? I think it was Abbas. Why is he so pissed at Altair? Because he had a rival within the Order, if you guys remember. And Forsaken, which is the one based on Assassin's Creed 3, are Hatham's journals ever since he was a kid, and some of the other stuff, like his missions for the Templars, and etc., etc. And then there are some stuff like about Connor. I think he narrates one or two of the moments they had together on the game. If you guys played it, you might know which ones I mean. And Black Flag, the whole first part, which is the one I have finished, is a lot of background about Edward Kenway. And now the second part starts telling the events of the game. But the thing is, it's interesting because they reveal like the main character's feelings and thoughts about stuff.
Connor has feelings? I had no
No.
idea.
No
way.
Go sit in
Connor
the corner.
doesn't show up on Forsaken pretty much. He just writes like a foreword, basically.
Is it just Hatham?
Yeah, the majority of the book is Hatham, like
Honestly, Hatham's a better
99.99%.
character
Yeah. And so yeah, I'm enjoying the books a lot.
than Connor. Did you
And
read the one for Brotherhood?
no, I didn't read the Ezio ones yet. They are on my list though. But I just wanted to go straight to Black Flag because I felt like, even though I really liked the games, I felt like Edward's character was lacking a little bit of background. And the books gave that background. It's really good.
All right. I still need to play Black Flag, but
Same
plan
here.
on it.
I still need to finish Assassin's Creed 3, actually. I just got it the other day. I just got it the other day considering I had money from trade-ins that I was not supposed to spend, but I spent it anyways, considering I saw I saw Assassin's Creed 3 cheap, used. You know what the best part was?
What?
You play Passport and a used game hasn't been used.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Just so you guys, don't think the game is bad because I said I felt like Edward liked a little bit of background. When I say that, I'm not sure if I should say it because I don't know if it's a spoiler. It's nothing about the game though.
It's most likely not a spoiler.
You can't be worse than Connor.
Yeah,
Well,
go ahead.
I mean, they don't necessarily explain how he came to be a pirate. How they mentioned some stuff, but they don't tell you the full story, like everything. So the book does that. They give every single detail as how he became a pirate. So there you go.
I'm sure it's something dramatic.
Gear, about that Uplay code that I've been used, I got one better. I got a used copy of Judgment, and you know how they come with the code for Gears of War 1 download?
Yeah.
Gears of War 1 hadn't been used.
Neat.
Oh, it kind of sucked because I already owned the game on the physical copy, and it was around the time where it was already free for games with gold.
Well, you just had more ways to get the game.
Yeah.
You know, when it came out for free on games with gold, I really wish I had a hard copy instead of a downloaded copy, so I could go sell the hard copy and get the games with gold for free.
The game's free on Xbox Live, right?
With gold.
It's only free for that month.
Yeah.
After that, you have to buy it again. But you can any game that's free, you can always set it to download, and then not
really.
Download
How do you
it.
do that?
You just purchase it and then cancel the download, and then
you
own the rights to it.
Yeah, I did that for one of the games I haven't fully downloaded yet.
Actually, to mention that's actually how I got Dark Souls games as a game of the month.
Yeah. I don't think I ever downloaded it. I just saw it and I'm like, nope. I've seen way too much about this. I'm not dealing with that. Don't need this stress in my life.
Not that bad.
Oh, it is bad. I am a level 37. I still can't beat the second boss in the game. And if you think I'm kidding, I'm not.
Do you try to bang the second boss? Because maybe that's
what the
thing.
Fuck? Luís? What the
Maybe
hell?
you're using the wrong sword, if you know what I mean.
Why would someone try to fuck a Tauros demon?
Hey, I didn't say
Why did I
fuck.
say Tauros from Pokemon?
It's just that I was reminded of Saints Row the Third, and I know there's a melee weapon, which is a giant purple dildo.
Oh, yeah. No, Dark Souls is not like
sure
that. Keep your mind out of the gutter.
That?
No, I was using the Uchinagi with lightning resin on it.
Sounds like an
using
expensive cheese
bombs.
knife.
Uchinagi is a samurai sword, actually.
See?
Or well,
Expensive
katana
cheese
to be
knife.
better.
Oh, that just reminded me. I tried watching the Wolverine movie the other day. The one with it's like in Japan.
Origins?
Yeah.
Yeah. It
I like that one.
Wolverine Origins. No, it wasn't. It wasn't Wolverine.
It's a
Origins.
second standalone Wolverine movie.
Yeah, it was. I couldn't watch it. It was just so. I don't know.
I actually watched it, finished the end. Well, I wish I had popcorn, considering it's that good of a movie, in my opinion.
I haven't watched it yet, but
It's
I
just-
don't know. I usually go to superhero movies. I mean, unless it's Spider-Man.
Well, I
it
have
doesn't seem
Netflix.
like a superhero movie. It just seems like it's like Japanese yakuza and fighting and stuff like that, and then Wolverine's in the middle of it. And it's like, what?
Oh,
Why? How did
Actually,
this
if you watch it a bit farther, it actually does get into the Wolverine territory. About halfway in the movie, it gets Wolverine territory.
I don't know, but the other Wolverine movie had it had Wolverine as a central character, but it had other mutants and stuff like that too. This one is just like Wolverine. He's got his claws, and then everybody else has just got katanas and guns. And it's like, okay, so
sounds.
can
Well,
I just
actually,
watch
there
Matrix?
is. I mean, this is a spoiler, so stop me now if you don't want me to say it.
Stop it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I say go ahead.
Yeah.
I mean,
okay, is everyone okay with
two
this?
against one,
Viewers,
so
this is a
no.
spoiler, so turn away now.
Don't.
No.
Don't.
Or pause right now.
Gear.
No.
Don't worry, I'm not gonna say anything.
So, going back to what I was saying, usually I try not to go with high expectations for hero movies, but unless it's Spider-Man, because I really, really, really fucking like Spider-Man.
Spider-Man kind of went down the drain quickly.
Really?
Not really.
In my opinion, they should have
improved.
stopped at the Spider-Man 1. I haven't seen the Amazing Spider-Man, so I don't have an opinion on that, but the original Spider-Man movies, I think they just went down the
the
drain
ones with
quickly.
Tobey.
Those were terrible.
Well, here's the thing.
The Tobey Maguire ones, right?
Yes, the ones
Tobey
with
Maguire
Toby.
is terrible.
The first Spider-Man movie with Toby was good. The second one, the second one was okay too. By the way, one of the best movie-based games for PS2 ever was from Spider-Man 2. Spider-Man 3, we don't talk about that. And
Emo Spider-Man.
yeah, it was. Shut up, DJ, it was fucking awful. The Amazing Spider-Man. The first one was pretty good. I had some issues
I have not
with.
seen the second one.
Yeah, I mean, I had some issues with the outfit on the first one because they changed Spider-Man's outfit, and I kind of raged a little bit about that. But I mean, it was understandable. Like, it was the beginning of his career, so okay. And the second one, I really, really like that. And the outfit is back to the classic Spider-Man, so everything's right with the world once again. And
I thought the
I think
first
they're
Amazing
doing a
Spider-Man
good
movie
job.
was good.
Yeah, and the second one is good too. It's really good. I don't know. I just feel like this version of Spider-Man is more human. It's a Spider-Man that goes around mocking the bad guys, and his
Well,
still.
didn't he do that
Yeah.
in most of them? Most of the movies,
Well-
he always mocked them.
Yeah, but
Well,
Tobey
but he
Maguire is just
mocks them
terrible
a
at mocking
lot
people.
more.
I just hate Tobey.
Okay, you make your point there. Anyways, major
just-
question.
Can I just say one thing real quick? One of the things that I really like about
Yeah.
the Amazing Spider-Man is how it seems like every Marvel superhero movie that comes out these days, they have a serious tone, but there's always like that they have like those funny moments that are just really hilarious in like all of the Marvel movies, and the new Amazing Spider-Man movies kept to that tone, and I think that really added to it.
Yeah, and you will like the second one, TJ. I recommend you watch it, because some of those funny moments are like really golden. But yeah, go ahead, Gear.
Okay, so first question to lead up to the major question: are any of you like major anime fans?
Nah.
I'm not a major one, but I'm trying to watch more animes.
Okay, Leo.
Yeah, I like animes. I've been reading the mangas and watching some lately.
All right. Well, this may be just me in this group, but I mean, maybe some of the viewers will understand my point and what I'm saying. When you first just said Toby, the name by itself, the first person that popped up in my mind was Toby from Naruto.
Yeah, sorry, I never watched or don't watch Naruto.
Yeah, neither do I.
Know what that is?
Sorry.
That's what I was saying. I was probably alone in the podcast, but there's probably a viewer out there who understands what I'm saying.
Well, for one thing, I don't like serial animes, like the ones that go on for 500 episodes. I like the shorter ones better.
I've been trying to watch
Most
One
episodes?
Piece.
One Piece is pretty good. That One Piece, Naruto, and Bleach was my childhood.
I watched Bleach for probably over 200 episodes, and that's about the only serial anime I've watched. Which is why I don't like them, because Bleach just kept going on and on and on and on and on. And then you watch the shorter animes, and they actually have a coherent plot that wraps up after 25 episodes.
Full Metal was pretty good. The one based on the
Oh,
manga.
hell yes.
The one based on the mangas, that was pretty good. I didn't
Full
really
Metal
like the Yeah, that one.
I've heard that's good.
It
You
is.
should watch it. It's really good. And you know what's the funny thing is? Even my mom, she's not an anime lover. She loves that. She loves FMA. And that's really saying something. For someone who doesn't like anime to like one of the biggest animes out there.
There's a lot of good animes like SAO and Angel Beats and all the other stuff.
Ghost in the Shell.
Sword Art Online was pretty good. I don't care what
It was
anyone says.
awesome.
I really didn't watch much Sword Art Online. I mean, I always felt it was kind of a lot like I guess you could say a remake of Dot Hack to me.
I never watched that.
Go watch Dot Hack and you'll understand what I mean.
Well, then when
Dot
I watch it, I'll just
hacking?
be like, this is too much like Sword Art Online.
Well, I can explain a bit of Dot Hack if you want me to.
No thanks. I was actually about to say we should move on to questions.
Oh yeah, good point.
Luis?
Hasn't the entire thing been questions?
Sorry, what?
Do you want to move on to questions?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, okay. Let me find the questions here. What is life? No, okay. So, this one was sent by Nick Gons. And, oh, hold on. We need to do the questions thing. Questions! Okay. So, now that's out of
I'm
the
still
way.
wondering when this
Oh,
became a
man.
thing.
It is a thing. Shut up. So, this one was sent by Nick Gons. And he asks, why is it that when you're driving and looking for an address, you turn down the volume on the radio?
That's
So
a good
you think-
point.
Is that a thing?
I
don't
actually
know.
have done that. I mean, whenever we're looking for something, I turn down the volume on the radio.
Well, if you're talking to them,
But I
in
guess,
the
yeah, I
car-
mean, so you don't blast. I mean, I guess so you don't sound like the asshole in the neighborhood, like my neighborhood, where whenever someone goes by my house, my entire house shakes, considering they're using like 3 subwoofers in the back of their damn car.
I don't think I do this, to be honest. I'm trying to remember situations in which I had to look for an address, but I usually keep my radio on because I really like listening to music. But I have seen like my parents do that, for example, and I don't know why.
Yeah, I haven't really experienced this either, but then again, I haven't really been driving too long. Well, I mean, I've been driving for over a year, but I haven't been driving by myself for too long. So I haven't exactly gotten into a situation where I'm looking for an address. But I can see where it's necessary, especially when you're talking with other people, to be like, which house is it? Turn it down so you can hear each other. And tell them what the fuck you're talking about. At the right, not the left.
Or maybe if you're in a
to the right,
place,
to the left, to the left.
You don't want to draw attention to yourself.
No, if I'm by myself, I should just turn the music all the way up.
That's understandable.
And it's not even like rap or disco or anything like that. It's that classical music, man. Roll down my windows. Blast Beethoven.
Say this: if you did that in my neighborhood, expect to be shot. I don't live in the best neighborhood.
Me and my friends actually do that sometimes when we're driving. We'll just roll down all the windows in the car and blast classical music. Oh no, yesterday it was 40s music, like from Fallout. We were blasting 40s music, and apparently some old lady like turned her head as we were driving by. One of my friends was like, "Oh, that's my jam."
Oh man.
Anyway,
well,
got another question.
Next question.
Oh, wait, hold on, Leo, did you answer?
Oh yeah.
Enter what?
The question.
I personally don't know because I don't drive. Sometimes when my brother's asking for me to help him out, we just look for the address.
Okay.
That was the base of the question.
Well, I think
No,
it has
I
something to do
don't.
with the Illuminati.
What?
Seems legit.
When did this go into the Illuminati?
Because I said so, and you know that it's true. You work with them gear.
No, Luís.
You filthy Templar.
I'm not a Templar, I'm an assassin.
Yes.
Oh shit, I blew my cover. Killing
Well,
it now.
So this next one is asked by Simon, and he asks, "What would you do if aliens came to Earth?"
I'd say I would earn their trust, then sleep with their women, crossbreed, and let peace begin. Hopefully peace.
Okay.
But I think you're assuming that it's like hot aliens. What if they're like really gross
I never
aliens?
said they had to be hot.
I'm also wondering, are these aliens like here to invade, or are they just like here to check up on us? Like, what?
Are they the reason
he
why
just
we're
said,
here?
what if aliens
Are they
came
going to
to Earth?
disprove God?
I
Did not mean to
would.
bring that one up.
First
Sorry
of
about
all, I would try to investigate if they have lightsabers or something like that, laser weapons. Try to acquire those somehow, whether they're friendly or not. And yeah, that's it. Maybe become a superhero with that or not. Just use a
Turns out
lightsaber
it's
to
just
cut
a species
cheese.
of lightsaber wielding green monkeys.
If that
to be honest, when Luís was going down that direction of finding the weapons and everything, I was thinking he was going to say, "I'm going to kill them all." To be honest, I was waiting for him to say that.
Why would I destroy the source of better technology?
Considering you could study it and figure it out.
I mean, maybe if they're friendly enough, they could even hook us up with like hover bikes and stuff.
Well,
Oh yeah, sure,
Mhm.
cure for some diseases and stuff.
might
But
be like
hover
a-
bikes, man.
It might be like a Mass Effect thing where,
PS6.
like all the alien races in Mass Effect would just like uplift other primitive alien species into, technological advancement. The aliens just come to Earth and be like, "Hey, have warp drive, have laser beams, go to war." I mean, don't do that. That's a bad idea.
I mean, what?
I was
I
gonna
don't
ask, are the
see-
aliens like the Asaris?
That'd be
I
awesome.
don't know the Asaris, but
They're like these blue tentacle chicks.
like the
Oh.
Twi'leks from Star Wars.
Yeah,
I think
kind
he's
of
talking
like
about.
Twi'leks.
Oh, okay. I thought he was talking about
Twi'lek.
Avatar for a minute.
I
Something
never know
like
if,
that, yeah.
They're
if
like
the
Twi'leks,
pronunciation
but
is
not like
Twi'lek or
Twi'leks.
Twi'lek. I've seen
I
both.
say Twi'lek.
Yeah, I used to say Twi'lek, then I heard Twi'lek, and I was like, well, I've been saying this wrong all my life. And then I just switch it up sometimes.
I just posted a link to a bunch of Asari heads. Well, there are some things in there that probably shouldn't be.
Well, I think I found them.
Anyway,
Rule 34 once again.
Oh my god, guys.
welcome to the internet. You can't run away.
Yeah, but their tentacles are not as big as Twi'lek's ones.
Yeah, I just remember one line about in Mass Effect 2 about a cook. He was cooking up asari gumbo, and he said it seemed kind of cannibalistic considering their heads. No, not asari gumbo, asari calamari. Get it?
Cricket.
Sure.
Yeah,
Calamari.
sure.
Do you know what calamari is?
The Mon Calamari, yes.
No, not Mon
Admiral-
calamari. Calamari.
Oh.
It's like it's fried octopus. It's a food.
Oh, didn't know that.
Oh, I'm sure it'll make sense to other people.
Sure.
Anyway, next question. Unless Leo has something to say. Unless he already said it.
I'm good. As long as they're just Asaris, I'm good.
Naked blue asaris.
Yes, exactly.
What?
You guys are making it weird.
We're
Yes,
making it
yes,
weird.
we
trying
are.
to move on to the next question, okay?
Okay, so next question. So this one was sent by Sonny88P, and he asks, "What would your life look like if you were born 20 years earlier?"
I don't know. That's a really good question.
Yeah, that is a good question.
That means, for me at least, I would be born in the 70s. I would have the chance to watch Star Wars on theaters. I mean, I don't know how the release was here in my country, but still, watching A New Hope on theaters would probably be awesome. I really don't know how to answer that question exactly. I mean, certainly would be influenced by the culture back then, but like music and stuff. I don't know.
I think
Major question.
I would be a disco junkie. I would be a kingpin of a drug cartel, and I would have a bunch of hookers at my disposal 24/7.
Solid plan.
Okay. So, big question. Would you have the same parents?
Oh, let's not go into that. That's time travel stuff right there. That's not. No, brain damage.
We don't want big words to hurt your brain. Okay.
Like good bands like Metallica and Megadeth or stuff like that.
Oh yeah, you would pick like maybe the highlight of their careers, the beginning as well.
Yeah, during their 80s, they were awesome.
Yeah. So I
Alright.
think that answers the question, right?
I'd have a bunch of hookers.
Well, as I said, solid plan, man. Good job.
So,
You would be a
next
pimp.
question. Are you singing a cappella of the pirate song?
No.
Yeah, I could do that, but nah. Okay,
I don't want to
so
ruin the audio and kill all of our listeners.
wow.
I think that would entertain them.
Especially with my sing.
I think that does it for our questions for today.
All right.
All right, then you want to wrap up and give a question to the audience?
Well, I thought we already
Didn't we
had a
already do
question
that?
for the audience.
Oh yeah.
So, just to
I didn't
clarify,
know if we wanted to leave with that question.
well, do you guys agree?
I'd say it was a good question.
Okay.
Okay, so the question for the audience is: would you bang your wait? How was the question?
Clone or future self?
Oh no! It was: would you bang your alternate version of yourself, like your? I'm screwing up this question
let's
so
just
hard.
Say it like this: if there were two of you, be it from time travel or from cloning, would you
And-
bang?
Wait,
and-
and here's a twist: the other you would be the opposite sex if you feel more comfortable with that.
Oh well, no, that's weird. So would that?
Oh,
mean
that's
that-
like
because
would that
fucking
mean
your
that
twin.
sex
yourself
change?
isn't.
Well, this whole question is weird.
But
Well,
that was
that's
the question before.
That's
It
making
was
biologically weird.
would you bone the alternate sex version of yourself, be it from an alternate universe or through some sort of weird cloning process?
Well, basically, the idea behind the question is that it's not gay if it's you, and it's not sex because, like Gear said, you're technically masturbating.
Wait, but here's here's the thing about the question. For example, would you bang Lady TJ? TJ, get it?
No.
So That's the question.
I wouldn't bang male TJ. I wouldn't go near another dude.
No, I said, would you bang lady TJ, like the female version of yourself?
I said no. All right, we're done.
I just tried to explain the question.
You're not allowed to ask me hard questions. I'm the editor.
I'm trying to explain. Sorry. So, I think that does it. We should probably wrap it up.
Bye, everyone.
So, everyone, thank you so much for listening. Don't forget you can leave your answer for our super weird and fucking stupid question. And also, ask us questions on our RT page. The link is in the description. And, Leo, Gear, thank you so much, guys, for showing up.
I'm glad to be here.
Thank you for having me here.
Yeah.
And, well, we'll see you on the next episode. Bye.
Bye.
This podcast intro and outro music is provided to us by TDBTyler. You can find him on Rooster Teeth by searching for his name, TDBTyler, and looking for his group, Oh the Humanity, spelled O-H, exclamation point, THECOMMANATEE. You can also find more of his work on YouTube by searching for his channels, The Dropped Banana, all one word, and Oh the Humanity.